Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Bug Warrior. In this episode I will explain what is Runic Ward, Verisium and the new league mechanic Runes of Aldur for beginners. Alright, it all starts with a new NPC, Farrow, who is a smith that specializes in rune smithing. You will find him the very first time you encounter a Runic Remnant. Runic Remnants are these huge stones that, as you can see, they have runes carved on them. When you interact with them, you will be presented with rune-shaped combinations, which are basically recipes that give you a specific reward by combining certain runes. Once you select a recipe, monsters will spawn around the stone, and once you defeat them, you will get your selected rewards. This to me is amazing because this is the one league mechanic so far, if I am not mistaken, that lets you select your reward before you fight. For me this is huge because this is the best way to get whatever you're looking for, whether it's orbs, uncut skill gems, uncut support gems, runes, loot, and the new currency, which is Verisium. Of course, same as before, the more runes you combine, the more dangerous the enemies will be, and the better the rewards. Please know that as you progress, you will learn new recipes. I'm not sure exactly how they are unlocked, but I will update in the description once I figure that out. Alright, so the next thing you need to know is what is Verisium and why it matters. To answer that question, allow me to introduce Runestones. As you progress through Act 1, you will find this group of stones. You need to find 3 in total, if I am not mistaken. Every time you find one, Farrow will appear and he will tell you that you need to find another one somewhere else. The cool thing is that if you enter a level where a runestone is, he will tell you. This will help you so you don't need to explore all levels completely, hoping to find a runestone where there is none. Once you find the last stone, Farrow will reveal on the map where you need to go at last. For me, it spawned at the Tree of Souls. I don't know if this is the only location. If not, please let us know in the comments. Anyhow, once you unlock the location, my recommendation is to go there immediately, because I was already at Act 2 and I completely forgot about it, so don't be like me and go there right away. Once you're at the location, Farrow will unlock the path to the Lost Catacombs. This is a simple level that has interesting lore, but all you need to do is reach the end of it, where you will find a fountain of liquid Verisium. After this, summon Farrow again, and he will read a book that is on the ground that will reveal some Verisium secrets. After this, go back to Clearfell, and this will unlock the Verisium Anvil. This is a new forge that will let you use the Verisium you have found so far and add Runic Ward to your gear. This brings us to the last question: what is Runic Ward and why do we care? Well, for starters, Runic Ward, or simply Ward as some players are calling it, is a new stat. So in simple words, is a new layer of protection. The way it works is that once your energy barrier is depleted, once your life is depleted, then the ward gets activated, meaning that you won't die by losing life. Instead, the ward will kick in, and when that ward gets depleted, then yes, you will die. The cool thing is that you will have time to do something about it before the ward runs out, so that way you can continue fighting. Also, as you can see in the Runic Ward description, Runic Ward regenerates on its own, and most important, in this league, monsters can also have Runic Ward, which is gonna make things interesting for sure. Okay, so once you're ready, add any non-unique armor to the forge, meaning that weapons and jewelry won't work. Depending on the item you add is the amount of Verisium you will need to spend, and after that, click on Forge. As you can see, your gear now will have a new stat and a value for Runic Ward. Aside from adding ward to gear, Verisium can also be used to craft the new runic skills, which are these new crazy skills that consume runic ward instead of mana, and they can be used by any class, but I will talk about those on a separate video. So there you have it. I hope this quick video explains the new league mechanic in simple words, but if something isn't clear or I missed something that you need to know for beginners, please share with us in the comments. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.